Hello, Helsinki! My name is Cobb, and I'm here to speak on the behalf of the Human Rights Campaign, the largest lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer civil rights organization in the United States. It's my honor to be here with you today before Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin bring their shameful and appalling records on human rights to this beautiful city. I want to thank SETA for their tremendous partnership in working with us today, and as well as their leadership on LGBTI rights here in Finland. At HRC, we have had a front row seat to the terrible harm that Donald Trump has had on LGBTQ people, people of color, women, Muslims, immigrants, and so many others. His Department of Education has rolled back guidance to protect gay and transgender students, giving a green light to bullies and others who want to harm LGBTQ children. Shame. He's trying to stack our Supreme Court with justices who want to give businesses the right to discriminate against LGBTQ people. Shame. It was almost 1 year ago that he tweeted he wants to exclude patriotic transgender Americans from service. Shame! And he has slammed the door on countless immigrants and refugees, including those who are LGBT, who desperately need our help, while tearing apart families at our borders. Shame! Meanwhile, he has turned a blind eye to some of the worst anti-LGBTQ atrocities that have happened anywhere around the world in a generation. In Chechnya, more than 100 men have been arrested, rounded up, tortured, and some killed just for being suspected of being gay or bisexual. Trump has said nothing. In Egypt, where dozens were imprisoned because someone had the audacity to raise a rainbow flag at a concert, Trump has said nothing. In Indonesia, where 2 men were publicly flogged in front of a jeering crowd, Trump has said nothing. We need a leader in the United States, and we need leaders around the world who will stand up for human rights. But when it comes to extremists and dictators, Trump has plenty to say. When white supremacists rallied in Virginia, and when a protester was killed, he said there were good people on both sides. Shame. When he met with the brutal North Korean dictator, he called him very honorable. Shame. And when he meets with Putin tomorrow, will he once again call him a great leader? Sadly, we know the answer all too well. We're talking about Vladimir Putin, who has led the world in passing anti-propaganda laws that put a target on the back of LGBTQ Russians. Vladimir Putin, who imprisons and poisons his political enemies. Vladimir Putin, whose government said there are no LGBTQ people in Chechnya, and has failed to investigate the crimes against humanity that are ongoing there. This is the man who Donald Trump has chosen to cozy up to. This is the man Donald Trump will meet with privately tomorrow. Shame. Shame. But we will not sit idly by, will we? We will not sit by as he destroys our treasured international alliances, as he shreds our democratic values, and as he sullies our nation's central tenets that all of us are created equal, and that we welcome the poor, the disenfranchised, and the most vulnerable. Enough is enough. Enough with supporting those in the United States and abroad who wish LGBTQ people and others harm. Enough cozying up to dictators. And enough silence in the face of human rights abuses around the world. It's time for Trump to condemn the atrocities in Chechnya. It's time for Putin to conduct a serious investigation into what is happening there. And it's time to bring the perpetrators of these crimes against humanity to justice. We demand it now. The whole world is watching. Donald Trump, Vladimir Putin. The whole world is watching. We will raise our voices against your inhumanity, and we will stand against you every step of the way.